Hi everybody, it's Robin from Talks from the Heart. So I've not done one of these videos in a very long time, and I'm gonna just show you my lineup. I don't know, I think the new buzzword is ecosystem. I have no clue. I'm not in the know with most stuff. I just kind of do what I want to do. So we're gonna go over just pretty much everything that I use that requires stickers and paper. I think that's, I hope this is helpful. And then coming up, probably in a month or two, I'll go over what I'm going to use for 2026. But I think this lays really good groundwork for the future couple videos that I am thinking about doing. All right, so we're going to just randomly start. Hang on. Let's do this. First of all, I use a Hobonichi Weeks for my health journal, and this is in a Tragan cover. It's the red with the undyed leather, and I love it a lot. I'm not going to really go over it, but I just chart. I have type 2 diabetes, and then I just chart any like eye appointments. I've just had cataract surgery. I chart, and this is from Pookie Bear Cuties, and I chart my glucose numbers, doctor visits, when I go to the doctor, what my BP was, what my sats were, just anything that they tell me that's numbers. And then I just, in the back, I keep track. I don't use a lot of the note pages, but when I need them, I need them. When I call the insurance company and I talk to them about my benefits and things like that, I get the person's name. I was having some, my feet swelling during my my long shifts on Saturday. And so I don't much... Honestly, I haven't decorated this at all. It's just stats, numbers, pen to paper, and pretty much I'm not comfortable with sharing all of that and doing a flip through, which I think you guys totally understand. So this is just a purple weeks, and I really gave it some thought as to whether or not could I implement this into my 2026 main planner. And at first I thought, yeah, I can, but then all the stuff's going to be buried. And then in the last couple days, I've just used this nonstop for numerous doctor visits. And so I've decided, nope, for the cost of the Hobonichi Weeks, I'm just going to continue to use it as a health journal and keep it totally separate. And I'm just going to randomly just pull things from the pile. This is a personal rings. I still have it set up the way I had it when I left the personal rings. And so nothing has changed. I kept it set up because I really just wanted to make sure that I was good with not using it consistently. So it still has all my 2025 stuff. And I can't turn to it, but in the back, I basically use this now as and I love rings, you guys. I do. I love them. And what I'm using right now is just working. And so I'm just not going to overthink it. What I use this for is an address book and passwords, and that's it. And I reach for this pretty frequently. And this is a Moterm cover, and it sits on my desk in my office. And I'm not apologetic about the fact that I still have it set up. It's absolutely fine. When I reach for it, it's really a beautiful thing to flip through. And like I said, in the back, I've got addresses and passwords, and I use them pretty much weekly. All right, the next one, obviously I won't be flipping through, is a B6 Stalogy, which is my current emotional journal. I've been using, if this is... a subject that I want to bring up in therapy, I tab it so that when I bring this to therapy, when I go in there, I just kind of go through certain stuff and I'm like, oh, no, I'm good with that. I don't need to bring that up. We don't need to spend my time talking about that. But if it's something where I'm like, yes, this keeps creeping up, or I choose to use my therapy time to talk about it, then it's all tabbed. So I'm still doing that. I had discussed that in a previous video a while back. These two covers are the Toasted Marshmallow from Jenikas Journals, and I like them a lot. I'm thoroughly enjoying them. This bead is from Etsy. It'll be linked below. It's a wood bead, and and I purchased this because Jenica had one on hers, and I'm like, oh, it's so pretty, and I do love this so much. So it's just a B6 Stalogy, my emotional journal, commonplace book where I work things out on paper. Is always private to me. Sometimes I choose to decorate the pages and sometimes I don't. But this could be any notebook that I just pick up and decide to use for the time being. Then we have my book journal. I'm saving my main planner for last. And then my memory keeper. We have my junk journal. It's not impressive, you guys. I just compile things in the front or in the box that I put things in, and I just keep putting, like, this is washi tape that I got. I linked that below on the previous video. It'll be linked. This is flower PET washi tape that's fussy cut, and look at how beautiful that is. Gorgeous. So I just, whenever I have time or I just want to decompress, I'll just come in here and start adding stuff, and I don't much overthink it. I really don't. And I don't use a lot of paints at this point or anything like that. It's just a place to just glue stuff to the page. So that was so cute. And right now, currently, I have stuff tucked in there. And that lives to the left of me where I sit. And so I can just reach it and just enjoy it. One of my favorite items that I'm going to show you is my book journal. Now, I do not keep track of, currently I don't keep track of when I start a book, when I end a book, and all those special things. I'm not going to brag that this is an impressive book journal, but it works for me. I really went through a growing process of trying to be like everybody on YouTube, and I was like, this just isn't working. Sometimes I read super fast, sometimes I read super slow. For instance, the book I'm reading right now by Frida McFadden called The Inmate, I've been reading it for like 3 months, and it's because if I get super busy or stressed out, I don't pick up my my Kindle to read. So what I like to do is I like to keep track of the books I've read with just some basic information and a review. I don't date it. It's not divided up into years or anything like that. So this notebook has white pages and craft pages and then black folders in the front and the back. And I got this at Michael's. And I just, if there's a book sticker and I like it, I just put it on here wherever it fits. It's got a clear page here. And then I compile all of my, these book stickers. Hang on. These I got from Amazon. And they're clear stickers. Hang on. It came with 4 packs and I think like different colorways. I'm not sure. I'll link it below. It'll be under my Amazon and it'll be linked. It'll say book stickers. And you guys, if I forget a link, please tell me, because I've had a couple of comments lately. Look at these. Aren't these cool? I've had a couple of comments lately where people are like, yeah, people don't link stuff. I'm like, seriously? What the heck? Like, how rude. Oh, no, little kitty cat. I'm like, no, if you're going to show something and you can find a link, then do it. Because, what if somebody wants to buy that? I don't know. I don't understand that. Look at how gorgeous that is. Sometimes I will watch videos and I'm like, oh, that's so cool. How much was that? And I'll go to the description box and the description box is empty. And I'm like, okay, I don't know. To me, it's just, I don't know, polite to offer a link and remember to do it. So if I forget, I am not offended by any means if you guys remind me. So this will be under my Amazon links and it'll be clear book stickers. Yeah, aren't they cool? So I just put anything book related. This is all of the ugly and wonderful things. Somebody recommended these. I haven't even looked into them, so don't even comment about them. I don't know anything about them. I just didn't want to lose the. Oh, I think this is a series, and it was like a summer romance thing. I don't know. So if it's book related, I put it in here. Busy Bee planners, and then these are all book related. And then I have Krels Creations, Bookish, And then this was stuff that I got from my first reading journal where I wanted to be really super organized for the whole year for everything in a week's, and it did not happen. So I didn't want to lose these notes. So this has a pocket here. I don't know if Michaels carries this anymore. I have no clue. Big adhesive pocket. And then what I do is I print out the cover from my Canon Ivy. And I've not logged these books yet, but I did finish reading them. Let's talk about them. This is super good. They're okay. This is super good. I think, yeah, I really like this. If you have issues with domestic abuse, this might be a trigger. I've experienced domestic abuse, but this book did not trigger me. But I also don't carry a lot of it. I'm choosing my words wisely, you guys. I don't carry a lot of what I went through into my future, because I also don't think it's as awful as some people have experienced. So again, I'm not minimizing my experience or anyone else's, but just know that this does have some domestic abuse, not with a horrendous amount of detail, in my humble opinion. This one is, man, this one is weird. Like, I am blown away at where the authors, their heads are when they write this stuff. So I love this book. I loved it. I had a friend who also read it, and she did not like how they ended it. This one, going back to an author having a tortured mind, this is absolutely not okay. This book, and everybody I tell about it, everybody I talk to about this book, or say, I just finished this book, oh wow, they'll be like, oh my gosh, it's been on my to read list forever. I will say this is very gory. And by gory, I mean detailed on murders. So if you don't like that kind of stuff, do not pick this book up, because I was like, oh, what? But then it got to the point where I had to finish it because I had to know what happened. So that's those 3 books. So I print it out in the Canon Ivy, and then stick it in here. And when I want to come in and spend some creative time, that's what I do. So I have stencils, book washi, more stickers. Yeah, hang on. I've got book vellum that Nessie sent me, more stickers, Busy Bee planners. This is a really fun sheet from Josephine Bow Designs. She's a UK shop. I don't shop with her anymore because it's just crazy slow, and I'm not about it. But she has very good quality stuff. So if you're in the UK, I say go for that. Krels is a Canadian shop. Again, gorgeous, gorgeous butter paper, gorgeous designs. This is White Deer Stationery. Raspberry Designs is no longer in business. We've got Sweet Kawaii Designs. So when I went through my stickers and did a destash, I just put everything book related in here. Everything. Because I just thought, you know what? I don't want to have to hunt for something. We're not going to do an intense flip. This is from Okie Plans. And then I just pick whatever I want. So where's book number 1? I don't even... Okay, I'm going to tell you, I read this book and I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed it's even in my book journal. It is disgusting. Don't read it. I don't like Colleen Hoover. I think she's a lame author, and you can come for me if you want, but it is what it is. And then I read this, and it was one of those where I had to know what happened. Ugh. It's disgusting. It's just crude sex through the whole thing, and it's gross. And I don't even know what the point of that was. But so then I tried to pick up another one of her books, and I'm like, seriously? This woman can't write. So in my opinion, remember, it's always fun when I'm agreed with, but it's never expected. So you guys, you do you, boo. But and don't come for me if you don't agree with me, because I'm going to just say thumbs up, heart. Like, you can have your own opinion, but that is, don't read it. Save your time for something else. I love Karen Cleveland. So you can, and I love Heather Gudenkoff. Kate White, she's kind of a, kind of like a fluffy writer. There's not a whole lot of deepness to her books. I love this, The Wishing Game. This was very poorly written, but it was written by the person and it was a memoir. So she didn't really have any skill set and it showed. Also Matt Haig, The Midnight Library. Evie Woods, very, very good. It's magical realism, and so is The Midnight Library. And listen, I sound really schooled, but Sarah Martinez taught me that term. She's much more educated than I am. This one, yeah, pretty dark. Okay, so what I go in, and again, these look really blank. I might go in later and add some more stuff. And so you can see this is totally empty. And then the back is another one of these. And then more stickers and more pockets. When I saw this, I was like, that's my reading journal. That's it. That's what I want to do. So that is my reading journal. And I didn't mean to spend a whole lot of time on that. But it's one of my most prized possessions, to be honest with you. All right, so let's get into, we're going to do my memory planner, which is a cousin, a Hobonichi cousin. But let's do my main planner. This is a Moleskine Expanded. I've made this myself. And in the front, I just give myself some space to decorate. I use stencils, you guys. It's all about the stencils for me. I will not bullet journal. I am not good at that. I don't want to spend that kind of time. So I like it. I just lay the stencil down and draw it out. So this I just mark off when the month is over. Here I just go through, and this is all of my forward planning and all of my bills and any birthdays, any commitments. And I did that all the way through February of 2026 so that I could move ahead because I already have an eye appointment in February. Then I have a cover page, and then I have a monthly where I just use a sticker to mark off the day. And actually, I haven't done that. So I've been using this sticker sheet from Sweet Kawaii Designs. And I'm also going to be doing some other things with this type of layout, but we'll get into that when I go through my 2026 idea of what I think I'm going to be using, and that's not in this video. Okay, so then I keep track of my glucose and the weather, and then what I do is I have a, let's look at a blank one. Hang on. I have a horizontal layout, and this is all stencil. This is all stencil. And then I do a master to-do list for the week. And then in the day, so this is the master, what I hope to get done. Any kind of notes I don't want to forget, phone calls I need to make. This is mostly just commitments, appointments, and I use functional stickers there. I don't really use a lot of functional stickers here, but this would be my daily to-do list. Geez, I still need to do that. Because you know what'll happen is my son will go, you know, the Steelers are playing tonight. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. But if I have the NFL schedule written down in my planner, I'll go, yeah, I know, I'm set to watch it. And then I sound really super in the know and smart. And then he's impressed. And so I do try to not miss a Steelers game if I can help it. So this is important to me. So I need to remember to do that. Okay, so I watched Leanne on season 1, Leanne on Netflix. It was so good. So what I do then is I just go in each morning and I make my to-do list. And then probably the next morning, so the morning of the 5th, I'll fill this out, or that evening. And it's really been working for me. Not much, you know, if I get to decorating, I do. Here's the next week, my birthday week. So yeah, it's working really, really well. So here is, let's see. I did not pull weeds. I pulled weeds the next day. So you can see it's not crossed off. Family went to Davenport and we had a great day. and I got to try on some cowboy boots, and I found a black sweater. Okay, so let's take this, and I'll show you then how I make memory keeping fun for myself. This is probably going to change in 2026. This has been a very labor of love, but I'm not going to quit. This is my Hobonichi cousin. I used this at the beginning to just sticker bomb and use up a lot of stickers that I had been hoarding. I did use some kits, like this kit is from Pookie Bear Cuties. I have some acetate from Peanuts Planner Co. And this has been super, super fun. I do need to go back in and find out if I have the stats for my subscribers, which I'm putting up here. And then I highlight the day for when I put up a video. Did I not? I did not do that. That's easy to grab because I still have those planners. So then here I like this a lot. Let me see if I can get you more. There we go. I like this a lot because I get to use kits. So all my monthly kits are from Pookie Bear Cuties. And this is all of my weather tracking, which I've done for years and probably will continue to do. Not probably, I will continue to do. And then I tip in pretty vellum. This is from Joann's, who's now closed. Our world is changing so rapidly. And so I have that all caught up. And then I'll go back at the end of this month and fill that in. So the kits from Pookie Bear Cuties are super cute. The other thing that I like about Pookie Bear Cuties and her monthly kits is they're not biased to a year. If you like the design, and they're not biased to a month. This is a sticker that I had. But if you like the design, this strip right here is separate. So you can use it on any month that you want. Okay, so I have to get a kit for December. This is November. I chose the little zoo because it's my daughter's, not my daughter's, oh my goodness. It's my granddaughter's 1-year birthday on November 20th, and I thought this would be super cute representing her birthday. And then there's October. So super, very, very cute stuff. Okay, so then the pages, the weekly verticals, I hate them. I absolutely hate them, and I'm not shy about that. So I've decided to just use stickers wherever I want. And here I tried different things. This was a vertical kit from Fabulously Planned. Same here, a Luke Steiner, but then I'm like, yeah, I didn't like it. I wasn't using it. So I decided to just go in and add more stickers, vinyls. Can't remember where that's from. They're stickers from everywhere, you guys. I mean, Dooney and Burke, Coach, Sweet Quiet Designs, a lot of fountain pen stickers. I mean, I had all of these just sitting in drawers and pouches. And then I decided to use some of my functional stickers up. And I like rubbing my hand on it. I know, it's weird. Again, did the same thing. I just kind of went through my sticker book and thought, I'm never going to use these for what they are, so let's have fun with them. So that's what I've been doing with my vertical pages. Let's hop ahead. And it's these big jumbo ones, Pookie Bear Cuties, I love them. All right, so what I do is I go into this book and I transcribe what I wrote here into here with stickers. And it's been going really well. I am totally caught up. Some days I decorate ahead and I also add photographs. Some memories. I was adding photographs to this, and then I'll also duplicating them here. But what I do now is I just print out the photograph and put it in here right away. And that way I just format around it. So it's working great. I'm going to finish the year. I like it a lot, but I'm considering going and just doing a weekly recap because I'm not sure if I do an A5 memory keeper. Oh, here I made Brandon a planner at work, and he's hunkered down on his desk every day, and he's telling everybody about the planner. It's so cute. What was I saying? If in 2026, I continue, and here you can see I decorated ahead with a Labubu kit from Pookie Bear Cuties. If I decide to stay in an A5, I'm going to make my own. And the reason, the biggest reason of all is, why would I spend the money on a cousin if this is all I'm doing to the weeklies, the vertical weeklies? I mean, no. I can create monthlies here with my stencil, and I can, because this is a Moleskine expanded, and I created these monthly overviews. I did that with an A5 stencil, and all I did was, because you don't have this much, it's not as wide, so you just have to butt up the stencil really, really close to the seam. And I thought, why? I've been really, really, really going over what I want to do for 2026 and giving it a lot of thought. Not putting pressure on myself that I will actually stick to it. Let me pause the video and I'll be back with you in a second. Okay, I just wanted to get to my B6 Stalogy, and I just wanted to get to the pages that I'm okay to share. So what I started doing was basically, and I really didn't plan on putting this in this video, but I think it's relevant, is as I'm thinking about what I want to do for 2026, I really thought about how, if I wanted to keep in an A5 memory journal, what are my choices? Okay. Then I just started brainstorming what I wanted to have happen in those books, and the pros and the cons. And again, some of this is really, really fast brainstorming. And so now some of it, when I look at it, it's hard for me to decipher what it is that's happening here. What do I want to track? Do I want to put my regular planner in a B6 Stalogy? Then I started counting out the pages that I would need. Look at this. I mean, this went on for days, and I did this for days. That's what these are, is I started counting out how many pages I would need in a Stalogy, because I don't trust myself to do it this way and to know. And you can see, as I realized I could only get so many months into a Stalogy, whether it be a B6 or an A5, then I was like, all right, how can we revamp so I can get more months into one book? Because I don't want to be creating planners every 2 months just because I'm not using the pages responsibly. I don't know if that's the right way I want to say it, but all right. So then I realized that I could, if I changed it up, I could get 4 months into a Stalogy with some extra pages. My memory book, I definitely need, I think it's like 514 pages or something like that. I think it's like 514 pages or something crazy like that. All right, hang on, I gotta pause again, sorry. So here's like when Brandon and I were brainstorming what he wanted. I had to like work it out and make sure. So setting up your own planner, it can be work, but once you get it done, then it's exactly the way you want it. So I encourage you to try it at the very minimum. So I also encourage you to make very, very detailed notes and then check it off as you go, or use Post-its so that you don't get to the end, because I've already set up my A5 for 2026 and I changed it like 2 times. So I had to go back in and redo the little Post-its. Hang on. I've got notes. Hang on. This isn't planner related. This is how can I stop my bad snacking at work notes and just brainstorming. But this is how I use it. I write emotionally. I make lists. It's kind of a commonplace notebook. So then here is weeks for the planner that I set up. And hang on. I think I have more. It just keeps on going, you guys. It just keeps on going. Hold on. Okay, I'm super sorry about that, but I did not intend to really discuss this at length in this video. Otherwise, I could have gone in and marked the pages and just easily flipped. But here's more notes. Here's more notes, and I keep changing it. And then here is more like notes, like this is the notes that for the current video I'm filming right now, and I just wanted to make sure that I showed everything, and then possibly what I'm using in 2026. And then here's where I needed to longhand out what I was going to put in my main planner, and so that's what I did here. So that's how I work. Hang on. Oh yeah, and then I did more here, and before I started marking up the book and actually spending time counting out the tabs, counting out the pages and marking them, I just very much wanted to have just a longhand version of what I was thinking about doing. And then here I'm thinking about actually transitioning my memory keeping into a week's, and I wanted to find out for myself if I could use up most of the book and not waste it. So, all right, so that is that is what I'm currently using, and kind of a peek into what I'm thinking about transitioning to for the new year, which I will do a separate video because I think I'd rather have the weeks I choose on hand to show you when I do that video. So, all right, that's about it. I hope that you, first of all, I hope that you got some good ideas, and I hope that if you are thinking, oh, I want to try this, oh, I want to try that, or oh, I like that idea, that's the intent of this video. I really just want to put out content that is helpful and entertaining also at the same time. So thank you so much for watching, you guys. I really appreciate it. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and always enjoy today. Bye, everybody.